The violent and unhinged left is at it again. Now, the New York Times is urging Democrats to use mafia tactics against President Trump to stop his SCOTUS pick. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what your average emotional unstable liberal would think it means. Kill him. These are the types of dog whistles celebs and media are sending out to their unhinged, violent base. In all honesty, they won't be happy until he's assassinated. From Breitbart, the far-left New York Times editorial board is calling on Democrats to use mafia tactics from the Godfather to stop President Trump from filling a Supreme Court vacancy. Using language that appears to not only condone, but to encourage violence, the editorial board writes, barring some unforeseen development, the president will lock in a 5-4 conservative majority, shifting the court solidly to the right for a generation. This is all the more reason for Democrats and progressives to take a page from The Godfather and go to the mattresses on this issue. The term going to the mattresses means going to war. The Urban Dictionary accurately describes the phrase as meaning preparing for battle within the context of a mob war, a violent mob war involving firearms, assassinations, and bombings. The anti-Trump New York Times describes this editorial as a call to arms and adds that the fire now raging against Mr. Trump and his nominees can't be sustained indefinitely. As of July 7, Breitbart News has documented 190 acts, this list continues to be updated, of media-approved violence and harassment against Trump and his supporters during the last 31 months. The establishment media continue to ignore, downplay, encourage, and even justify violence against their political enemies on the right, and the result of this indifference and wink-wink encouragement is an epidemic of violence and harassment. Simply put, the media have declared open season on Trump supporters. And now, we have the esteemed New York Times editorial board calling for Democrats to use the mafia as their inspiration to stop a judicial appointment. Keep in mind that the same media encouraging this violence against everyday Americans is the same media constantly campaigning to have those same everyday Americans left helpless by disarming them.